Good morning and welcome back, everybody. FantasyTeamAdvisor.com, bringing home the bacon, MLB DFS video. It is Thursday. It is July 29th, and we are back. We have a mixed slate here. We're gonna do a little bit different video. See if the video is more popular, gets more views, gets more comments on. Because if the trend goes like it is, we're gonna go back to not doing any MLB content. But yeah, so just kind of looking at this, so currently at the moment we have two Nationals and Phillies games. Yesterday's game was postponed due to a massive COVID outbreak. Don't know if this game will get played. When I looked at this last night, Scherzer was on the bump for one of these. Now it's to be announced because he's obviously in the mix to get traded. So we're going to do something a little bit different. We're just going to run through the pitching real quick, and then we're going to touch on some stacks. We're going to touch on some bats that we like, top value bats on both Fanduel and DraftKings. So if that is something you like, please hit that like button. If you want to win a free week, all you got to do is like the video, be a subscriber, and tell me who's going to score or who's going to hit a home run and what inning and the distance the ball traveled. We do currently have a promo running 1 month. If you use promo code YouTube21, you're going to get 20% off a month pass here at FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. So that being said, just kind of looking at games and which ones we like. It's a mixed bag on this one. So just kind of looking. There is a couple of weather concerns. Toronto at Boston has a little bit of weather concern with some wind. Same Milwaukee at Pittsburgh. Baltimore at Detroit has a little bit of weather. Cincinnati at Chicago, a little bit of weather as well. So just jumping into this, these slates here. Don't know who's going to be pitching for Washington. If these games do get played, they're 7 innings. As I said earlier yesterday, that Scherzer was in the mix to pitch here. Tomorrow's the trade deadline, and 99% sure he's going to get traded if he hasn't gotten traded by the time you watch this video. So that is something we're looking at. So we don't know who's going to be pitching there. Flip side of that, Zach Wheeler, 212 plate appearances, a 290 batting average. I don't mind Wheeler here. I know the numbers are kind of big, but he's having a good year. And Nationals team, if this game does get played, the Nationals might have a AAA or AA team out on that field. We don't know who all tested positive at the moment. So I really like Wheeler here. Next game, same thing, to be announced. Vince Velasquez is the second one. I kind of like Vince here. 92 plate appearances against him, 207 batting average. I don't mind him there. I think he makes a GPP option. Again, don't know which game's going to be on the slate. Don't know if these games are even going to get played. So be cautious when building those lineups. Moving to the Braves at the Mets. The Braves just haven't been scoring runs lately. We took Miguel yesterday. Didn't get the W. Only went 5.1, but did what we needed. Got some strikeouts and only limited them to 1 run. You got Drew Smyly versus Taijuan Walker. I don't trust Drew Smyly. I would take Taijuan Walker here. 71 plate appearances, a 270 batting average. I get that, but the Braves are just not hitting right now. Yankees at Tampa Bay. Garrett Cole on the bump. The Yankees have already taken the series. Now they are trying to sweep here. Cole versus Patino. Cole, 271 plate appearances, a 215 batting average, 35.8 K percentage. Big deal about the sticky stuff situation. Then everyone saying he sucks, and then had 2 massive starts, one against Houston, one against Boston, and then his last start, he gave up 3 runs, and people are all over him saying he's washed up. 3 runs in 6 innings and 10 Ks is not washed up. If you think that, you are a casual, and you have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Flip side of that, Patino, I think this is a bullpen game. I don't think he's going to go deep into the game. We just don't know what's going to happen here. 14 plate appearances, 231. The Yankees do strike out there. Now they have traded for Joey Gallo. It's not a done deal as of the making of this video, but it is said to be a done deal. I don't believe Gallo will be in the lineup here. I think most likely he will travel down and be at the start of tomorrow with Miami, so that's something to pay attention to. If I'm taking a pitcher here, I'm definitely taking Cole. I'm not looking at Patino at all. White Sox at the Royals, Carlos Rodon versus Carlos Hernandez. Rodon, 131 plate appearances, 288 batting average. Hernandez, 6 plate appearances, a 500 batting average. Looking at that, I would definitely look at Rodon here as having a fantastic year. I would looking at the White Sox as a stack here as well. Reds at the Cubs of the next game, Castillo versus Alec Mills. I'm not looking at Alec Mills. I look at him. I see how he pitches. I have no idea how Mills threw a no-hitter. I have no idea how that became a thing. Castillo, on the other hand, 187 plate appearances, a 253 batting average. I love Castillo. Votto has, I think, 7 home runs in 5 straight games. Not 7 in each game, but I think he's homered in 5 or 6 straight games. Last night had 2 home runs. We had him. I really like a red stack. The problem is Castillo's name has been floated out there as trade, so that is something to pay attention to and monitor while the slate goes forward and lineups lock early here. Dodgers at San Francisco. Price versus Cueto, 45 plate appearances against the Giants, 310 batting average. I don't trust David Price. I really don't trust Cueto either. Cueto has 168 plate appearances, a 265 batting average against him, and 21.4 K percentage. I don't mind, I guess, either of these pitchers in GPP. I don't know if I'll be looking at cash. Brewers at the Pirates, Peralta versus Cool. I would definitely look at Freddie Peralta over Chad Cool here. Baltimore at Detroit, Alexander Wells versus Casey Mize. Talk about a crazy game yesterday. I think there was, 27 runs scored? 26, 27 runs in this game. They were the early-only game, and our Fanduel early-only lineup got 270 yesterday and barely cashed, which is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. The Blue Jays at the Red Sox is the next game. Ryu versus Eduardo Rodriguez. Ryu, 235 batting average against him. Both of these teams can hit. We know this. Both of these have great right-handed bats. I don't think I'm going to be focusing on these pitchers. Definitely be focusing on the bats here. Oakland at the Angels. Don't know who's going to be pitching there. I don't mind Frankie Montes' GPP. And then the Rockies at the Padres. Kyle Freeland versus Joe Musgrove. I really like Joe Musgrove here. Kyle Freeland's name has been floated as trade bait as well, so that's something to pay attention to. And Trevor Story's name has been floating out there. He could be out of the lineup as well. I still like Musgrove here. 71 plate appearances, a 235 batting average, and striking out 26.8% of the batters he's faced. I like Musgrove here. I don't really like Freeland, and I don't like the Rockies as a stack. So, those are the hitting options there. We can look at some BVP numbers as well. This is on the website, but these will be on the website, but we'll look at this as well. So the batters who have had success on the slate, you can see Justin Turner against Cueto, 15 for 38, 4 doubles, 2 home runs, only 4 strikeouts, batting .395. Carlos Santana against Rodon. Carlos Santana is a switch hitter, so that is great from the right side of the mound, or from the plate. 11 for 31, 2 doubles, a home run. G-Man Choi, just for some reason, really has Garrett Cole's number. You can't really see this. Has Garrett Cole's number. 10 for 21 with 3 doubles and 4 home runs, which is crazy, batting .476. Gerardo Parra against Wheeler, 10 for 20 with a home run. Zimmerman versus Wheeler. Trey Turner, who is out, so it doesn't matter. Whit Merrifield against Rodon, 9 for 22, 5 doubles there. It's .409 batting average. Machado against Freeland, 8 for 23, 4 doubles. So if we just filter this by home runs, Choi with 4, Teoscar Hernandez against Rodriguez, 3, Kirk Casale against Price, 3. Grichuk against Rodriguez, 2 home runs. Justin Turner, 2 home runs. Hayward, 2. Austin Meadows, 2. James McCann, 2. Zimmerman and Soto both at 2, but don't know if that game's going to get played. And then we've got some at 1, and yeah. So there are a lot of BVP options. A lot of people ask, what BVP, like, when you're looking at BVP, what are you looking for? And I would say plate appearances. You can go through plate appearances. You could see that Justin Turner has seen a ton of Johnny Cueto at 42 plate appearances. Of those 42, 38 at bats, batting .395, which is fantastic. Albert Pujols against Cueto, 37 plate appearances, 34 at-bats, 8 hits, including a double and a home run, .235. So that would be what I would look at least like 10 to 15 at-bats against said pitcher if you really want to go into the thick of it. And, I mean, you can even do plate appearances by 25, who's had 25, and then go through there, see who's done that, or whatever you would like. So, I mean, the more plate appearances and the higher batting average, the better the players most likely will be, if that makes sense. So, just kind of so we're going to go on Fanduel first. So if you need a paper or pen, let me know. And a lot more will be on our cheat sheet. These are obviously all this content's out for you, but a lot of this will be on our cheat sheet as well. So just some kind of bats. So looking at for the early only, or just the early slate in general, the best value on FanDuel right now, let's see. So with FanDuel, the early games is 4 games total. Really love a White Sox stack. As of right now, the White Sox are the best value on the slate. Moncada, Abreu, Anderson in that order. Then we move down to some Mets bats that are value on the slate Jeff McNeil against Smiley. He's 2,600 on FanDuel. He's a great value. Pete Alonso, Brandon Nimmo value as well. Just finding that value. Jonathan India is a value play. Salvador Perez is homering all the time. Seems like he's a value play. Freddie Freeman against Taijuan Walker, I really like as a value play as well, although Freeman is at 3,800. Andrew Vaughn for the White Sox is valued. Ozzie Albies, Wander Franco as well. Moving to the main slate, which is 5 games on FanDuel. Looking at value, this Detroit-Baltimore game, really love Candelario again for the biggest value on the slate. Miguel Cabrera for GBPs, I don't mind. Then we've got Bogarts and Vlad Guerrero for value, both against lefties. Really love that. Ryan Mountcastle is another one. So a lot of value to be had in this Baltimore-Detroit game. Might want to be looking at... I think this is going to be a really popular stack just for the main fact that we saw so many runs there. Now, Wells is a lefty, so you could be looking at the righties in Detroit. Casey Mize is on a pitch count, so he will be 4 innings, 5 innings. Not a lot to go there. So, yeah. So, if we're looking at the early only on FanDuel, and you want to calculate that out, and you want to see what stacks are early only. Like I said, I really love the White Sox. Now, we'll actually break down which players we like in these stacks on our cheat sheet, but really love the White Sox there. I do love the Mets as well, and then maybe possibly sprinkle in the Royals and the Reds for early only there. Then looking at main slate for stacks, which is only 5 games on FanDuel, but really like Detroit. I do like them as a stack here. The Orioles as a stack, the Blue Jays, and the Red Sox as a stack over on FanDuel. Now, people will be like, why are these stacks different? Well, the pricing's different. So looking at the early games on DraftKings, there are 6 games on DraftKings instead of There's an extra game on DraftKings looking here. So looking who's got the best value hitting wise. Early only on DraftKings. Now, Eloy Jimenez was there yesterday. He did have right groin tightness. Now, this is his... he's played 1 game or 2 games since coming back. Or 3 games since coming back. Okay, so Eloy's had 3 games, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Left the game early on Wednesday. So he's most likely out for this game, so he's not value. If he is out, Andrew Vaughn jumps up to the top for value. Tim Anderson, Jose Abreu, Moncada. Like I said, really love the White Sox today. Absolutely love the White Sox. Would love the Nationals if this game does get played. Again, it's only 7 innings, though, so that's something to pay attention to. Cincinnati is a good stack as well. Love Bryce Harper. Love Chris Taylor against Cueto. Love Will Smith against Cueto if Will Smith starts. Love me some Jesse Winker against Alec Mills. Love Jesse Winker there. He's super expensive, though, on DraftKings. And then looking at stacks that we like for the early-only slate. Like I said, I mean, I just can't get away from the White Sox today. A full send on White Sox batters and Phillies if that game does get played, because we just don't know who's going to be pitching for the Nationals in that. And then the main slate is 5 games over on DraftKings, just like FanDuel. Value plays still coming in. Detroit, Robbie Grossman there. I don't know if his name's getting thrown out there to be traded. That's something to look at. Grossman's been dominating for us. Toronto, Springer, Bichette, Vlad against Erod. I don't mind. So I'm full send on White Sox early. I really like Detroit late as a stack. Toronto and Boston. I don't think I'm going to be taking either of the pitchers in that game. I would be stacking in that game for sure. And then building out stacks here. I can't get away from Eric Haas, Candelario in my Detroit stacks. I really can't. I can't get away from Bo Bichette and Vlad in my Blue Jays stack here. I just can't. I can't get away from my Milwaukee stack as well. So there you go. A little bit different than what we've done. If you liked it, let me know down below. Don't forget, comment and subscribe. Tell me what you guys would like to see in these videos, and be on the lookout because we will be putting we're starting back up on our NFL breakdowns. We will be breaking down the Chargers as the 3rd video in that series, and I'll put the other 2 videos at the end of this video as well. Thanks for checking it out. Good luck today, and as always, bring home some bacon, guys.